There's so much to a name these days. Mr. Showout. I mean, why don't you tell me, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Now who am I? I'm Mr. Showout, yeah, I'm Mr. Showout. Now who am I? I'm Mr. Showout, yeah, I'm Mr. Showout. Now who am I? I'm Mr. Showout, yeah, I'm Mr. Showout. Yeah, I'm Mr. Showout, yeah, I'm Mr. Let's go, let's go. I'm Mr. Showout, yeah, I'm Mr. Showout. Now who am I? I'm Mr. Showout, yeah, I'm Mr. Showout. Now who am I? I'm Mr. Showout, yeah, I'm Mr. Showout. Yeah, I'm Mr. Showout, yeah, I'm Mr. Showout. I'm Mr. Showout, yeah, I'm Mr. Showout. And every time I step up, you know, I gotta show out. So I'm king of barbecue, I'm all up in the kitchen. But that mean my whip is different. That means my whip is different. Yeah, I got a podcast on Spotify. I said I just found I got a couple of songs on Tidal. And I know that's something that I thought would take in a while, because I've been doing this music since I was a child. And I know they hating on me, I know they faking on me. Now when they see us in them streets and I ain't shaking hands, now no, we ain't friends, you ain't never been my mans. You tryna laugh at me, man, when I told you my plans. I'm staying tall, I'm working out my troubles, I'm looking good, and I different hustle. I left them streets alone, I move with a different stroke. You know I'm going crazy, I'm Mr. Showout.
Who are you? Who are you?
I look how the camera ready. So don't focus on the problem, find the solution.
What the heck? These are my slogans. Where is you stealing this from? Oh my god. Alright, so don't focus on the problem. Find the solution. Alright, it's for real. It's just like, you know how you be like, dang, this ain't happening. We can't worry about what ain't happened. Like, alright, boom, it ain't happened.
How we gonna fix it?
How we gonna get it?
Mm-hmm.
And if it can't happen tomorrow, so we gonna make it happen.
Right.
Like this is temporary. But when you wake up in the morning, that ain't happened.
Right.
You can't. What happened in the other 24 hours? It's gone.
Right.
So if God give you the opportunity
Can't
to wake up,
you gotta.
Once you wake up, that's a new day full of new blessings. The biggest blessing ever that somebody probably didn't get is you woke up.
Yeah.
You either gonna waste it complaining.
Welcome to Raw Talent with your host, Miss Tink. Welcome to Raw Talent. Welcome to Raw Talent with your host, Miss Tink. Welcome to Raw Talent. So tell me, who is Wendell Parker?
Who is Wendell Parker?
That question's so simple, but it seems so hard, don't it?
I ain't known him in a long time.
You ain't known him in a long time?
Oh, man.
What do you mean?
Because I don't go by him.
Okay, so who is Mr. Showout?
Yeah. I know him.
So you're completely detached from Wendell and you're strictly Mr. Showout?
Wendell is only when, like, I got it legally. That's my legal.
Okay.
But what I want to go by is Showout.
Gotcha.
It symbolizes staying home and working out your troubles. That's a new person, you know. Positive man. Wendell was somebody that made too much riffraff. He don't got nothing positive to look on. But Showout guy. That's what we building.
So changing what you go about changed your mindset?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Because it used to stand for something cocky until.
What is the for?
What? Just, you know,
showing out.
Yeah, you know.
And what it stand for now?
Staying home and working out your troubles.
Okay. All right. I need to write that down because I asked about how you said it. I'm like, that's dope, but I can't remember all
it's really, I go by a big show too, believing in God, staying home and working out your troubles.
Oh, that's dope too.
Yeah, and then me and my wife combined to step up and show out. It's standing tall, empowering, unique personalities while staying home and working out your troubles.
So she step up, you show out.
Yeah.
Okay, look at that.
I encourage her to step up, and she know I'm gonna show out regardless.
So. Well, I need to meet Step Up as well.
Yeah, her crazy, but she needs to. She love it, man.
So, how did you come up with Show Out from the beginning? Like
from the beginning, I say 2008 when I walked out of Farmville Regional Prison Facility, and I made up my mind that I gotta do something better than this. And then it started to develop, but it didn't make sense. So I had to keep knocking at the wall of, making mistakes. And then one day, I guess 2012, it really sinked in that it was time to show up and do better. Because when you take too many losses, you know what I'm saying, you realize you got to find something to win for. And when you start losing your kids because you can't get you together, then you got to understand it's time to show out. So when I started going to court and winning, that's when I knew we got to
stay home. So you
stay
mean fighting for custody?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Come in the book, because a lot of black people are scared to go to, black men especially, are scared to go to court and fight the system.
Oh, yeah.
So how did you build up the courage to keep fighting?
Well, losing for like the first 10 and a half years.
It's a long time.
Yeah. What gave me the encouragement for real was my wife when I met her in 2017. My dad passed away and moved back to VA. Appreciate it. So she was the first woman I met. And from that day on, like I told my man, like I was walking to work. She was like, hey, I could take you home. You ain't got to keep walking or paying to live. I know your situation. So for like the past 6 years, she's been the rock. And I'm like, man, I don't got my son. She was like, well, I got 2 kids.
Look at her stepping up.
Yeah, already. And like for me, as a friend, she was always like, well, if you want to use my car, go get your son so y'all can go, and do this. And she'll always be like, well, you can go through this step, or you can go through this. And then, this equipment, this program will help you here. And I'm like, well, shit, all right, fuck it. So 2018, I started it. I said, I'm going to go hard. Was fighting. We got more time with my son, but, we lost custody because, they don't want you to discipline your kids now. If you discipline them, they call it.
Yeah, I understand that.
Something else, so,
They sure do.
But she was the one that told me that I could do it, you go to court all the time. You see, man, it's hard though, cause you go in there, men, we by ourselves. Women, y'all got a whole gang with y'all. Y'all could be telling the truth, or y'all could be lying. Don't even matter. If we come in there, like I could come in there with facts, but I was by myself. If I don't come in,
you had no lawyer or nothing.
No. But guess what? You know how I got custody of my son? I beat four lawyers quit fighting against me, cause all I did, I had to change the way I think. Change the way I talk, change the way I dress, and change what the conversation was. That's when I started the Fathers Matter movement. Before I dropped the song Fathers Matter, I started the movement. That's when I was fighting for my son. I got custody of him from 2019 to 2021. So he just went back to his mom. What you do is you go into court, you change how you talk. You don't care about what they talk about. I used to go in there and be like, man, my baby mama don't do this, my baby mama. That ain't it. It's about, I just want to make sure my son get a haircut. I want to make sure his clothes fit. I want to make sure he's fed. I want to make sure he go to the dentist. Oh, he's autistic.
So you changed your focus from her to the kids.
Yeah. That's when
I tell people that all the time.
And it's so hard because you in there, you emotionally, but you gotta understand.
Take your emotions out of it.
When you fight against somebody who knows what your weak point is, because a real man's weakness is their kids over anything. That's the first. If you want to make me mad, say something bad about my kids. That's it. We mad. I'm crying. I'm ready to go to war. I'll go to jail. Under 6 feet under, whatever it takes. I'll go for mine. Right. And that's what she used. So when I realized, how I fight that, I'm gonna smile and leave it alone. So when she used to, you can't see your son. That's fine. 2 weeks later, we're sitting there in court. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I just want to see my son. That's it. Lean in for nothing. Stay calm. Don't raise your voice. Because they already going to look at you as the aggressor because you're the man. You know what I'm saying? Which we went through a similar situation and I had to tell him the similar things that you're saying. And it worked. Yeah. It works. 100%. So, how did you become a chef? Watching my mama and my grandmother. From the age of 7 or 8, when I got adopted, and I watched them in the kitchen. I watched them cook, and I'm like, it smells so good. But it's the feeling, the joy that they got. And my first time cooking, I seen the reaction you get. Cooking is a meditation. Cooking is a feeling. Cooking can food just brightens up anybody's day. Like, he can be going through the worst thing. You go in the kitchen, you cook something, see it, it's gonna taste good, it's gonna smell good. So I knew that if there's anything I can't do in this world, I gotta be able to eat, right?
Right.
And my mama told me, she said, ain't no woman gonna want you if you don't know how to defend for yourself.
I know that's right.
So she taught me how to cook pancakes, and that's all I used to cook was pancakes. Then I became the neighborhood cook. You know, when you was younger, you used to smoke on the low. Mama gone. I mean, just cooking
Whipping
oodles
it
and
up.
noodles, chopping up hot dogs, mixing it up, you know,
Yeah.
creating new stuff. And then when I joined the Army, I became a cook in the Army, and they paid me to go to culinary art school. Then
You
from
had a
there-
full life. Army,
Yeah,
chef, podcaster.
I do a little music.
Yeah. Because you ain't put that down that you was music artist. But I sure was going to ask you.
There's a few songs on TikTok, YouTube. You know, I just
So why you ain't publicize that though? Because you told me about the chefing, the podcasting, you know,
I don't know.
motivational speaker.
Yeah.
You ain't say music.
I mean, music. I do a little bit.
So what's your if you had to pick which one, like list them between motivational speaker, podcaster, chef, and music artist. I know music artist gonna be like, but like what level would you put each one on? Like from your biggest passion to your smallest?
It would be number one is a tie would be chef and being a podcast motivational, because I feel like I do that all at this, with the same energy, the same passion. That's all I wake up and think about. Is cooking.
So do you do like a cooking podcast where you do motivation?
Actually, since I'm not really a writer, I'm a freestyler. So like everything I do, all my shows are freestyled off of things that I feel and I know about. So I'm actually taking time to actually writing down a pilot to do an official cooking show to sell to NBC or somebody, because I think I got it.
You got it. Ain't no thinking. You got it. Come on, show up.
I make 15 different barbecue sauces. So
Yourself from scratch?
yeah, from scratch.
Oh, okay.
I got the best barbecue sauce in the world.
Oh, okay.
Like, no, I mean, like,
I'm gonna have to try that.
I bring
I'm
you
gonna have to
treat.
do a podcast where you cook
Look, yeah,
and we taste.
Yeah.
Because I'm a foodie.
I got you. I got a straight
I like
macaroni
trying
and cheese
so
for
much.
you.
Macaroni and cheese is my favorite.
For real?
All time favorite food.
I bet you nobody
I
made
can't
you
live
macaroni
without
and cheese.
macaroni
You can
and
put it in the
cheese.
freezer, take it out, throw it out, cook it. You think I made it the night before.
No, I ain't never had that experience. Because Marie Kondo is nasty. I don't even soup it up
That's
to
a
me.
fact.
Who told them that this was marketable?
Yeah,
You know?
but in order, I would say it would be chefing. I love cooking. Podcasting and motivation speaking. I love just putting out good energy out there.
So they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Like as far as you podcast and motivation speak together.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then music. I feel like music is good for me because I use music more as an outreach. But most of my music is based on trying to tell men how to get their kids back, motivational, you know, that positive storytelling. Like our generation now, we don't get that no more. So when you try to put out that old school, you know, storytelling stuff that makes sense, that make you want to think about like, hey, maybe I shouldn't be doing that dumbass shit.
Do you think it's a way you can tell these young men how to not be in a situation where you got to get your child back? Do you think you have like a preventive measure type advice? Or you trying to figure that out?
Nah, I don't know. For real, the only thing I can tell men is what I tell myself every day. You can only control what you can control. And the situation lies if you're 100% genuine, you're 100% real, God will make things happen. And when you take yourself out of it and you put God in it, I don't care how hardcore you are, the one thing as men we gotta understand is God didn't just give women a heart of love, they gave a man a heart of love. And once we realize that it's okay to be emotional and it's okay to be sympathetic and empathetic, because as men, if you don't ever show them things, we're going to just continue to go down and down and down.
Because
And
you
the
hold
reason,
it in here.
yeah, and the reason why we can't be in our kids' life, because we can't even understand the emotions that is attached to the fact that, oh, we want to be here, but we're really soft. And when we realize it's okay to be soft and kind to what we created, it's nothing that a woman can do. Because once I realized that that's a part of me, And without me, you wouldn't be here. And once you realize that part, and God created us both equally, that's your son. That's your seed. No matter what the mother do, she can't stop you from planting and giving that water and that fertilizer and the sunlight. That's that knowledge. That's the pain. You gotta not be scared to acknowledge when you make a mistake.
Right.
You gotta stand up to it and say, hey, look, I may not did this right, I may not been the greatest, but if you know you give it your all, accountability is the number one thing as a man. And I learned that at 32. That if I start taking accountability of my actions and what I went wrong and stop trying to figure out where she went wrong, that's how you lose your kids. Oh, but you ain't let me. Bro, what did you do? Think about what you did first. Focus on what you did. I focused on everything I did wrong. I could have put the bottle down that night. I could have came to the crib. I could have picked them up. I went to the club instead of picking them up. That's on me.
Right.
I decided to do this. Now, what you going to do differently? Okay, now I'm going to make these phone calls. Oh, hey, look. He need to go see the doctor. Hey, look, he said his stomach hurt. Okay, you don't want to do that? Okay, I'm going to take notes. See, we so scared to do the right thing because we don't want to be looked at as snitches and going to the police. But if I'm going to fight you over a green sign, I'm going to fight this woman over what's really mine, my flesh and blood. When you stop fighting for the streets, you start fighting for your seed.
Right.
And that's my motto. If you can fight for the streets, you can fight for your seed. And whether you win or lose, the point is, they're going to know you fought for them.
Right.
Like now, my son, he know. My daddy loved me, I fought for him. He know. My daughter, she know. End of the day is, once you know and you clear that up, you get good.
And I think it's very important to fight for them because they the ones who asked to be here. Even if you losing, like you said, you know what I'm saying? Fight because it ain't fair to them if you don't. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. So what is Showout's Corner?
Showout's Corner is the place where you get a good word. You can get a laugh, you can get a lesson, you can get a blessing, you can hear about a struggle, you can hear about anything positive. That's my podcast, that's me. That's when I let you into my personal world. That's what staying home and working out your troubles is. A moment of me becoming that empathetic, sympathetic, emotional man and spreading love and light to the world. So, every few days, I try to do it every day, but if I don't, if I miss a couple of days, I'll do a 20-minute podcast to catch up on and run things. But I try to throw out quick little videos. Hey, listen, today, words of the day. Prayer, like smile. You like one of my favorite phrases, the way you beat the devil is with a prayer and a smile. The devil hates somebody that can pray hard and smile hard. That's all you need in this world. It's a good prayer and a nice smile.
Right. Babe, take that from her, please. You can't hear that? Thank you. What tries to do is irritate me. I was trying to, and I'm trying to look at him, but he's not looking at me. He's looking at the TV screen. Usually we don't have them in here.
Look, did you see me look at you? I heard it too.
Yeah. And he just in the daggone TV. I need you to pay attention.
I was. It wasn't that loud.
It sounded loud on here.
It did sound loud. I heard it.
Yeah. And she kept on going. And I looked at you like I'm trying to look at you, look at him. But
I can't see your face, but
I know.
Amazon done anything real quick while they doing that. I'll put it right here so you can get
Okay, so what trials and tribulations drive you?
Being homeless this time last year.
That's recent.
Yeah, and we lost both our cars. And
Is it because y'all lost your jobs? Or?
yeah, and COVID hit us hard.
Oh, it's COVID.
Yeah. So for the last year and a half, I've been working, taking care of everybody, trying to get us out of the hotel. We got hit with some bull crap, so my kids look at me as like, can't be defeated like that. And no matter what happened, you always keep going. So my kids, my little cubs, my daughters is what keep me going, because sometimes you want to quit, and my wife's a praying. I mean, when I say she'll praying somebody, like she'll wake up out of sleep and be like, "Hey, let's pray." I be playing the game, smoking a blunt. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, girl. I am one with the aliens right there. Like you want me to? I'm online. Like I can't pause. You know, you play Madden on like not pause. So I be like, all right. But she a praying somebody, so that like knowing that no matter what we go through, she said we can live in a box, but as long as I got you, we have.
That's love.
You can't
That's
get
unconditional.
you can't get nothing better than that. And for her to give me my first 24-hour babies, you know, being able to know like she gave me the opportunity to raise my kids every day, like you can't. I can't allow that.
And she helped you as a friend.
Before we even got in that love, when I was confused whether I wanted a relationship or not, she did everything she could to help me get my son back, and you can't change that. So I do everything I can for us to never. Everything happens, I tell all the time, I'd rather me be the one that works 6-7 jobs and you just figure out how the kids will be straight. I'm gonna make everything else shake. But she my best friend, she my protector, she my prayer corner, like
that's what's up.
You people say, man, you can't depend on a lot of people. When you can depend on somebody even when y'all don't see eye to eye, that's when you can still pray for somebody and y'all don't like each other at one time.
That's real.
That's real.
That's real.
Yeah, that's real.
So how is being adopted affected you in all of this? Like
Because
that's a journey within itself.
Being adopted affected me. It affects me every day. Because even now, because you still have the moments of your family not understanding the real fact that you feel like you're an outcast. Because you know you can sense, you see so many as an adopted child, you look at things differently. Like blood related family, they treat each other a certain way, you know. And sometimes when you get of age, you get cast aside. Like me, I'm the only boy that was adopted. You know, I was a troublemaker, in and out of jail. So now I'm trying to get my life together. It's more like, oh well. You know what I mean?
Like too late.
It's too late to man. But I get it. But you know, I appreciate them. Like when
so you still close with your adopted family?
My mom was my social worker.
Oh.
Like that's like she saved my whole entire life. My mom was my social worker, and for her to decide to adopt me and want me to be her child, like I could do nothing but appreciate that. That's been the whole key to staying humble, working out your troubles. I've watched my mama beat so many battles, like go through so much.
And she adopted other kids too.
And adopted other kids.
Okay, how many of y'all were?
She had 2, or it's a whole lot of us.
It was a whole lot. So were they all adopted, or were they just like fostered?
Yeah, so from I got a Salvadoran sister, a Haitian sister, a couple from Ethiopia, a couple of oh Lord, is it Kara? And
All y'all close? Somewhat.
Yeah. But we all, you know, everybody got their own families now,
right.
Married, kids now. But my mom's 2 daughters, they're close. We're close. I see them more than I see anybody else though.
That's good though.
Yeah.
So you still got the family unit. Did you ever try to find your birth parents?
I've met my birth sister. And I met her, 2008, before I went to basic training.
You found her or she found you?
She found me.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of, that's an experience.
I bet.
Yeah.
You still look shocked.
Yeah. Like I love her to death. It's just like, she came from a different place. Like I came from a place where you gotta work for what you want. She came from a place where it was given to her, and where if she cried about it, she gave it to her. She don't understand. Like you ask me for advice, I gotta keep it 100. Like look, life ain't about what you want. Sometimes you gotta suck it up and you know what I'm saying? I can't help it. Where I come from, I had to work for it. I can't just give you and you ain't working for. I said, my mom and daddy ain't teach me to hold my hand. All they
Was
told
she
me to
adopted
go
too?
get it. Yeah. But what's crazy is we found out we grew up, for 2 years, we was probably 15 minutes from each other.
Wow. We're so small but so big.
Yeah. But
Did
shit,
y'all ever want to meet y'all birth parents?
I want to meet her.
You still do?
Yeah. So my sister can stop stressing her life out.
What you mean? What you mean? I don't know if I want to know, but what do you mean?
You know, feeling like, I just wonder why they don't love us. I said, man, look, at the end of the day, I feel like this. We was living with our grandma. Our grandma got sick. No, they couldn't keep us together. One or two things could have happened. We could have died, could have went somewhere where ain't nobody loved us.
Mm-hmm.
But baby girl, you went to a home where they took care of you. They gave you whatever you want. I went to a home that taught me morals. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, we met each other. Now, we may not come from the same neck of the woods, but you still my blood. But I can only give you the love of how I would know how to love. And in order for you to understand it, you got to be able to receive it.
Right.
But, she I guess she bipolar or something, because I swear to God, like, every year she cuss me out and say, every year she cuss me out talking about some F you, blah, 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 blah. So I told her, I said, look, man.
What's her sign?
She was born in November.
They a little crazy.
Yeah.
I'm engaged.
Oh. With no comment.
We not that bad.
But,
But I'm a Gemini, so.
But I'm a Cancer, so I ain't gonna tolerate all
so
that.
your temperament is
I'm not gonna.
different. Your temperament is more like
You're
chill
not
anyway.
gonna talk to me all reckless because you wrong,
Mm-hmm.
So I gave her 1 or 2 chances. Like, next time you come off of me, just cancel yourself, and when you get your life
cancel
together,
yourself.
listen.
I'm about to use that.
You gotta cancel yourself because what I'm not gonna do is let you intervene in the growth that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stay at peace, in a humble manner.
Yeah.
If you
You gotta protect your peace.
If you can't receive the fact that I'm telling you, hey, you might want to change how you do some things, and life will get a little bit better for you. I can't make it better for you.
But that's her upbringing that made her that way too. The difference in your upbringing. He said that's not good enough.
I understand.
So you want to meet your birth parents to help your sister, but what about you? You don't think it's gonna help you?
I'm good.
Okay.
What is this?
They I love them.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. At least you ain't holding that resentment of like why you let me go. Or,
Once I became a parent, the resentment for them, they went out.
So you used to have it.
Yeah. They could have did their thing. And the only reason why is because my mama told me that, my birth mama told her that she was coming to my graduation, my high school graduation.
She didn't.
Yeah, and that right there, like now I don't.
Yeah. But you said that your grandma had you, so your sister and you were together at first.
For a little bit.
Yeah.
We
How
were
old were
super
you when?
young, like 1 and 2. We was like
Oh,
1
okay.
and shit.
Do you remember any of them? Well, you be amazing.
I got scars that say I was there, but
That's so much.
yeah, I got stories, but I remember a few of my adopted homes because I know.
So you floated around.
I
first.
floated around first. I know a few people who used to be in my adopted homes, so cool with them. But once I got adopted to the Parkers, to my mama, that's all I knew for the last, since I was 8. I want to say 8 to now I'm 30, about to be 38 in July, so yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. So how do you balance all of this? Like chef, dad, husband, podcaster, motivational speaker, music artist. Because that's a lot of hats.
It is. So
It's only 24 hours.
I know. So Sundays is when I try to I focus on my podcast thoughts. Like I go through my meditations. I read my this book called Detours. I go through my little meditational phase. Mondays I'll try to record a few quick videos. Tuesday I'll try to listen to some instrumentals and see if I want to go to the studio. Wednesday,
You ain't said family yet. We
Hold
already
on.
on Wednesday.
Because I gotta go through the week. Because most of my time is spent with the cubs, my babies. Like they're up in the middle of the night. So when I get off work, I'll play the night shift with the babies, you know, and I'll rock them to sleep. I'll get Wednesdays is a good morning because I go to work late. That's my first day I go to work, so I try to get the girls up, help get them dressed, get them off of school.
You do hair?
Ponytails.
He said that with such confidence.
I take out hair and I do ponytails.
I just wanted to ask.
But if I knew how, I do it. Oh, I know how to slick it. You know, when it's I know how to
play the baby hairs. I
know how to lay it. You know what I'm saying? I know how to make sure the ponytail stay wavy. You know, it's about. I'm good at bath time. You know.
How old are them babies?
Which one? All of them?
The ones that.
Oh,
the ones
two.
up at night.
2 and 3.
Oh, okay. So they little.
They psycho. You seen them?
Not the same.
You seen them?
They do turn up.
Oh.
They them ones.
Them ones.
They do turn up.
Turn up. They don't turn off.
This generation of kids is coming
Another
up like
tone
one
don't work.
to
Another
5.
tone don't work.
Do you use the spray?
I use the gummies, the liquid, the dissolvables.
That's all stuff that go anybody. But do you do the baths and the melatonin? Do the spray on the pillow?
I put like 3-4 capsules, but I try to pour the whole bottle. The whole ghost.
Oh my God!
I won't go to sleep. Look.
He over here shedding tears.
Because it hurt. I just be thinking about it, especially the nights when I know I gotta work a double the next day, and they lit. And then they be mad for no reason. Like, how you mad? You don't got nothing to do.
They females.
I don't. It's a lot of them.
So, what is never stop chasing your purpose?
Never stop chasing your purpose is never taking no for an answer. Never letting the mistakes define you. Like, if I allowed that to happen, I wouldn't have got to where I'm at right now.
Man.
I've heard no, he can't do it. He's gonna always be a troublemaker. He's gonna always. That's fine. If I let that stop me, I'll still be in the standstill.
Right.
I'll still be on the outside looking in on my dreams instead of walking in my purpose. And each thing that I got my hands on, I'm this much closer to the ultimate goal.
Awesome. So, what is embracing the inner me?
Yeah. Where'd you find that?
Don't say that. I do my research.
Embrace the Enemy actually is 3 things. Embrace the Enemy is a lost album that has a lot of emotional songs on there, like songs when I first lost my daughter, songs about me losing my dad. That's like a very emotional state of mind.
When you first lost your daughter?
Yeah, like not in death. Like
okay. I just wondered when you say that.
Yeah, I forgot. She not dead. Y'all.
I'm like,
You know when the baby mama started tripping and snatched her up. Then Embrace the Enemy is also a book that I'm working on. That I've been working on for like the past 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah.
What's taking so long?
I really didn't have the, I would ask people like, yo, you know anybody that can help me put this together? Woo. Yeah, I know people.
Tink got you. Don't worry about it. Tink got you.
And then also Embrace the Enemy is also, it's a little play I'm trying to work on, which is MR Showout.
Look at him adding more stuff to the resume. Okay. You gonna act in it?
Yeah.
Okay. You gonna write it, direct it, and be a cast member.
Yeah.
Okay. Got some show up music gonna be in there.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
Yeah.
So y'all better stay tuned because he's gonna need some castmates.
Yeah, I've been working on it for a minute. So Embrace the Enemy, actually the album gonna drop soon. Cause I got probably like 3 more songs I'm gonna put on there. The first song off is called Long Days and Short Nights. That's a song dedicated to mamas. Basically, it's a letter from a son telling his mom he's sorry that when he was growing up, put her through all the trauma and all. Like he realized, took advantage of her. Just apologetic song,
Awesome. I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm gonna be right there front center. By the time I look at how the camera read, don't focus on the problem, find the solution.
Yeah.
So what that mean to you?
You know, don't focus on the negatives. We gotta find something positive about it. Like anytime something bad happens, what's the first thing we do? You suck your head, put your head down.
Panic.
Oh my
Stress.
God. Oh, for what? All right, boom. It ain't happy. Want my day. Yeah.
Want my time.
Want my time. And when you wake up, guess what? You should not think about what happened yesterday.
Your resilience is amazing because to go from 2008 to 2023 and not catch your break to what you said 2016, that's a long time. Most people would have gave up or been like, this ain't for me, maybe I need to find something else to do. You know what I'm saying?
And
like just that alone is amazing.
But you gotta understand, I've been, like I tell people look at me and be like, yo, what have you been to? I've been to in almost every single jail in the city of Richmond. I've been to Chesterfield County, I've been to Sussex County, I've been to Powhatan, I was in Farmville Regional Facility, I've been to both city jails.
As a juvenile and an adult.
As a juvenile, as an adult. I've been to Henrico. I've been to some other one. Then it went from going jump balancing, being homeless while still being in the military, from not seeing my kids.
In the military.
Right, because I went from active duty to being reservist, chasing after my first love. But when then she decided she wanted to stay in the hood because she don't want to leave her friends, well, you know, I had already gotten to, you know, selling weed and trying to make me a little fast money because reserve money wasn't it. Then thought I had some friends and started a record label and invested in some stuff. They stole money from me. Then
how do you trust?
Man,
all of that.
Listen.
Because you know, people really have a hard time trusting behind like one heartbreak or one letdown. You know what I'm saying? So you had a timeline.
I've been hurt my whole entire life.
Right.
I was born into chaos.
I was about to say from the beginning.
But
you
see, the thing
going
about
into adoption alone.
Like I told my wife the other day, I'm Jesus reincarnated. That's just a joke, but what I mean is,
I was about to say,
it's a joke. It's a joke. But what I mean is, my faith is so strong that God gonna work it out. Like no matter what I can go through, the one thing that I can always know that was always resilient, has always been there, is the man upstairs. Like even at the times where I wanted to end my life, God has been there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
you dealt with depression too. It's understandable.
It's like,
you know what I'm saying?
When I tell people, for me to be a shepherd, to lead people to positivity, I've really had to deal with the fact that I fought depression for the last 25 years.
That's a long time.
I've cheated death the last 3 years.
So how do you
overcoming it?
Did you go to counseling? Did you?
Counseling for a little bit.
So you went to counseling
for a little bit, and then
a lot of black people don't do that either.
Yeah,
you know
and after that, I started realizing that I gotta find something. I gotta find my peace, and my peace was in the kitchen. My peace was starting to do podcasts and was starting to talk.
You found out that.
Yeah, and then music became. I started really dropping different music. My music became more positive. Then I'm like, oh, ain't nothing to be depressed about now because now it's trying to turn your negatives into positives.
Yeah.
So now you just don't dwell on it. You stay humble. You work on your troubles, and you can keep it going. So then I'm like, well, shit. Staying humble and working out your troubles. Show out. Well, shit. That's what I'm going to go by.
Right.
And it just started working, and then people started recognizing. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. But then, you know, you got people that try to still remind people of who you used to be. So that's why I say I don't go by Wendell no more. If you still call me Wendell, that means you ain't known me. You ain't met me in the last 6-7 years.
Respectfully.
You feel me? Because like even my boss call me Showout. Even people that I do business with, they refer to me as Showout. So that's how I know you really know the growth in me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta re-meet me. A lot of people would say, "Oh, don't do business with him because I used to be that way." But if you ain't known me the last 7 to 8 years, your opinion of me, it don't matter because we ain't never met before. I don't even know that person you talking about no more.
Right. Understandable. So what advice would Mr. Showout give to somebody who wants to be that chef or that podcaster or that motivational speaker or the music artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, or somebody who just has been let down. Or their father. Like, it's a whole lot of things. I want you to get like something.
So this what you do.
The
Here we
question
go.
is just building.
Alright, boom. So this is what I would say. Stay true to yourself. That's number one. Number one, first thing you gotta do is rule number one is this. Accept everything that you've done wrong. And accept it. You gotta be okay with knowing that you've done some things wrong in your past and you want to do right. Step two, find you a sense of religion. Find you a sense of positivity. Like, if you don't want to go to church, find you something that brings you peace. Meditation, prayer, yoga. Do something that brings you relaxation.
I read.
Reading too. Number three, find an outlet that doesn't involve other people.
Self-love.
Self-love. Like, find something that only you get happy about and it's nothing you can do. Like, and when you find it and that's all you can think about, that's your purpose. Then you got to embrace it. So with cooking, I found barbecue sauce because I don't like no others. I don't like mayonnaise. I don't like other stuff like that. But barbecue sauce is good.
You put barbecue sauce on everything?
Just about.
You
But
like
then
my
I
son
love
with
fruit
Chick-fil-A.
too.
My son eat Chick-fil-A sauce on everything. He don't use ketchup or nothing. He just Chick-fil-A sauce.
Right. And I love
you and my
fruit.
fiance will get along though, because
See?
he loves barbecue sauce.
But see, I love fruit. And I love barbecue sauce. So then I started making fruit barbecue sauce. I got
Get
a
the
blue.
fuck out of
I have
here.
a blueberry jerk barbecue sauce, a strawberry jerk barbecue sauce. I have a mango barbecue sauce, a pineapple barbecue sauce. I have a mango barbecue sauce. I have
Fruit
a
barbecue sauce.
pineapple jerk
That's all right.
barbecue sauce.
We gonna do a Mr. Showout mukbang. Like, he gonna cook.
I'll
we
bring-
gonna
listen.
Eat. We gonna eat.
I bring.
We have to
food.
get like
Next
2 people
time,
to come
I'll
up
bring
here
some-
with me. You
Sit 'em
know.
down.
And we're gonna do some tasting.
But the final word for
And
advice
listen to some
is,
Mr. Showout music.
next time, I'll send you something. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you and then you can
But
play
ain't
it.
you on Spotify and all that?
Yeah. Shut up. But y'all gotta...
Shocked you, didn't it?
Man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
But the advice is, don't lose it. You know, don't let nobody tell you about you. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people really don't love you. People love to put you down. People love to remind you of what you used to be. What you used to be can't break you. What you used to be is gonna mold you. Like, you gotta accept trials and tribulations. You gotta stop living for what society feels you can live for. Find what makes you comfortable. Find what makes you happy. Those people that's in your area, like, I'm happy because my family know we live to what I feel is gonna make me happy. I ain't chasing nothing. We don't need $1,000 shoes, $200 shoes to be happy.
Can you tell my son that?
It's true.
Because I'm tired of these $3-4
Man,
shoes.
yeah.
Like he living on the Upper East Side.
Yeah, you feel me? You know, you find peace within yourself first, and then once you find peace within yourself, life becomes so much easier.
Yeah.
You battling the world for no reason. You know why you battle the world? Because you ain't finished dealing with yourself first. You gotta find you, and when you find you, no matter what, like people tell me, oh, why you still doing it? I do it because I know it's a purpose. But 1 or 2 people hear my voice, I know somebody's gonna get touched. I don't do it because you gotta do it out of love. A lot of people do good things and put it on camera. Like my wife, like one day, you started filming yourself feeding the homeless or filming yourself, reaching out
Everything
to
ain't
the
supposed to be
kids.
televised.
I said, but I do this because it's genuine love.
Yeah.
And you will know me, and when you come around me, the energy I give off, everybody like, that's a genuine person. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
So I know in a few years God's gonna have me set. I've been doing this since
It could be
2000.
this year.
It could be this year. If it's this year, God, I'm ready. Cause my pocket is open. But just don't lose it, man. You gotta be able to enjoy it, and you gotta stop being so tough. Like, that's the problem with us men. We want to be tough.
Women do. these days.
Yeah, that too.
Because we think we can step into the role of being like the man.
But see, if y'all became, see, the thing is, if we as men and women, we have this big problem. The biggest problem with women is women get on the internet and say, "Oh, what's up with all these emotional men?" Then you get on the internet and say, "I wish these men would care more about my feelings. I wish these men would open up more."
Yeah.
You either want a man to open up to you and show their emotions, or you want them to be strong and not give a damn about you.
You're right. I respect that.
So, and then also we gotta stay away from the blue app. The blue app ain't full.
That ain't the only one I done now.
Yeah.
We got Instagram, we got TikTok, Snapchat.
We gotta stay away.
Toxic.
We so toxic that we don't want to spread no love, and that's what made me start doing what I'm doing. Cause I get tired of getting we share 1,001 fight videos.
Bet you don't share the positive.
You don't share no positive stuff.
A share is powerful too.
Don't cost nothing.
It don't.
But soon as something about Beyonce or Boosie or somebody doing something stupid happen, it's all over the net. But some people in your backyard doing some real great stuff.
Yep. Richmond is a breeding ground for greatness. I ain't lying.
It's a lot of great people in Richmond. And they get hidden because it's either got to be monetized or it's got to be negative. And when what's different, like I told my wife, I said, if I was more monetized, they'll jump on it. She was like, yeah. But I'm like, it ain't about the money. It's about, I know that the energy I'm giving out, my story gonna touch somebody. Yeah.
It ain't about the money, it's the message.
Yep. And the message is to always stay humble, working out your troubles, because end of the day, a prayer and a smile. That's all you need.
I like that. I want to thank you for coming. And we're going to have you again. So
hey,
you get that barbecue sauce ready. Whatever you go cook to put it together. Because like I told you, I'm a foodie. So
we do ribs. We do fried ribs.
Oh, fried ribs.
Oh, you ain't never had that? All right.
Look like we building our menu.
That'll be the first thing I bring on.
Look like
I'll
we
bring
building
y'all
the
some
menu.
fried ribs.
Let me get somebody else to sit up here with me and eat.
Some fried ribs. People know. Ask about it. Showout's Taste. That's the name of my food. It's Showout's Taste.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I need the website, you know.
All right. We're going to get that popping too.
Yeah,
we're going to get
all
that
that
popping.
going.
Yeah. So thank you for coming. I'm going to have you again though.
Have me again.
Yes.
And you know, next time I'm be
and Miss Step Up.
Oh yeah, she need to bring her butt in here. Oh, but y'all gonna leave y'all by yourselves. I can't, cause she don't know how to stop. Y'all can be alone.
We're gonna have fun. Me and her get a little drink. We're gonna have fun.
Oh yeah, you definitely taking her home then, cause I can't deal. I'm just playing. Hey yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Mr. Showout, man. Coming live, yo. I am just on here. Chilling. What's up, Spotify? What's up, Pandora? What's up, Breakers? What's up to all my radio listeners? What is poppin'? What's good? I'm back and I'm live and I'm in charge. I'm back on this thing, man. Look, it's been a long time since I came out here podcasting on the radio. And I know y'all like, dang, Mr. Showout, man. What about us? What about those that's on the radio, man? You pay so much attention to YouTube. You ain't showing us no love. Well, hey, now. Don't y'all fear. I'm back. And I'm here. I'm back and I'm here. You know what I'm saying? We live at Showout's Corner today, man. I don't like how this camera is looking, y'all. Look, that's another reason. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get this on right. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get it right. Oh. Hold up. See what I mean? Gotta get it right. Got too much stuff to do to get it right. All right, there we go. Now we in good position. Now we in good predicament. It's Monday, baby. You know what I'm saying, boy? It's your host, Big Showout. Like I said at the beginning, you know, probably ain't heard it. Man, it's a beautiful Monday, though. The Commanders won, so it's definitely a beautiful Monday. But I'm up here, man. I'm on my little break here at Hart Nissan, 6564 Mechanicsville Turnpike. You know what I mean? Right there on the corner, right across from Sonic's, directly across from Publix. You know what I'm saying? Come see me sometime if you want to buy a car. You know how all that go. What is up, man? Just really want to touch base. Just want everybody to understand that in life, man, you get one or two chances. So you either get a chance to go, you either get a chance to leave. You know what I'm saying? In life, man, tomorrow is not promised, right? So since we know that tomorrow is not promised, let's take advantage of what today holds, you know. Let's not hold our head down. You know, we're so busy, we looking down. Ain't nothing down there. That's why hell's down there. We look up to the hills, you know what I'm saying? We look up to the heavens. We look up to the blue skies, you know what I'm saying? We look up to the sun, you know what I'm saying? That's what we need to do. You keep your head held high, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to keep your head down low because you miss out on things. With your head held high, you get to see the blessings come. You get to see what's coming so you can know to dodge left, dodge right, or go forward. You know what I'm saying? Can't see anything looking down. You know what I'm saying? Everything is up because we want to go forward, not backwards, right? Yeah, man, look, it's a lot of things going on, man. Some people has lost somebody this week. Some people have lost more than us somebody, you know what I'm saying? So let's keep those people in our prayers. Let's try to understand that in life, man, we got to support each other. We got to love each other. And everybody always questioning why you ain't make it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's always has this thing idea of, oh, why haven't you made it? Or why haven't you done this? Why haven't you done that? But the big question is, why haven't you supported what I'm trying to do? While you're questioning, why haven't I become successful in what I'm trying to do? At least I'm taking the opportunity and the ability that God has given me to try to push forward and to try to be a success in something that I am interested in, something that I find joy in doing. You know, I hate when people say, "Oh, Wendell, why haven't you opened your restaurant yet? Why haven't you bought a plate from me yet? Why haven't you hired me to cater one of your events yet?" You know, maybe the more clientele I get, the more people say, "Oh, Wendell, why haven't you made it on TV yet?" Well, the same reason. Why haven't you shared my videos? Why haven't you liked my podcast? You know what I'm saying? You could ask me, why haven't I reached the level of success that I want to get to? Why haven't you given me the level of support that you give all these other folks? You know what I'm saying? So don't question me. Why haven't I gotten to where I'm trying to go? Question yourself. Why haven't you helped me get there? If you care to be somebody that supports me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was kind of rough, man. Yeah, so I just went in for a quick little moment, but you know, it's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? I am a podcast host. I am a podcaster, but I'm not one of those that goes by the script. You know, I don't do scripts. And everybody say you should write stuff down. You should write stuff down. Yeah, I should write stuff down, but I do write stuff down. Just that I don't go off paper. Even when I write music, I don't really write, you know, because I don't never go off what's on there. I go off what I'm feeling, go off with the mood sets. Mood sets me to do a podcast, I'm going to do a podcast. Mood sets me to record a song, I'm going to record a song. You know what I'm saying? I am all about putting out the most realist thing. I'm going to be so straightforward. That's why a lot of my shows go left, goes right, but it all makes sense because it all flows into the situation of never giving in, never giving up. You know what I'm saying? Just like I just finished speaking, why haven't you made it? Don't let nobody ask you, why haven't you made it, without you asking them, why haven't they supported you? Because if they're not supporting you, they're not part of the solution. They're becoming the problem. Don't ask me why I haven't made it. It's something that I'm putting forth the effort in. Don't ask me why haven't I made it when it's something that I'm working hard in, something that I'm planning. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I do, I have a plan. You know what I'm saying? I have a idea of how I want things to go. So maybe the reason is because God's not finished molding me to get there yet. Hence why I take breaks in some things that I'm doing. Hence why I don't. But at the end of the day, just know that I'm still going to continue to push because it's bound to happen. I'm not dead yet. I woke up this morning, so it was still a chance for it to happen, right? That's how I see it. Until God tells me that I'm no longer needed on this earth, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to wake up every day and I'm going to drop a video, at least try to. When I drop a podcast, at least try to do something that promotes myself. You know, I'm not here to work for everybody else anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's what the pandemic taught me. But I've been this way my whole entire life. Like, I don't believe I was fit to work for anybody because every job I've ever had, goal has always been to try to be a boss, supervisor, or something, somewhere where I'm in charge. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's just me, yo. I don't believe that I'm a follower. I believe I'm a leader. I believe that I'm a boss. I believe that's what I was set here to do. So I'm going to continue to strive, continue to push as hard as I can to get to the goal that I'm looking to get to. At the end of the day, man, you believe in yourself, you continue to push yourself, and everything else will come with it. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I be beating myself up so fast because I'm always my biggest critic. I'm my biggest critic because I'm my biggest fan. You feel me? Like I believe in me more than I believe in anybody else. I feel like I'm good at what I'm doing. I feel like I'm great at what I do. I feel like I put out good content. I feel like I should be at a better level. And I blame myself for not being where I should be because I never continue to push. I always fall back a little bit. But no longer will I fall back anymore. I'm going to continue to push, continue to strive for greatness. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say big show out. Mean believe in God. Believing in God. Believe in God. Believing in God. Staying home and working out the troubles. That's what it stands for. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do. But right now, I'm going to do what the devil won't do. And I'm going to leave you guys alone for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let y'all breathe. You know, I've been in for a little bit of a minute, but I want y'all to understand, man, I enjoy this. I do this for me, basically, but I try to share my experiences, my emotions, because as men, we're always supposed to be this tough character, right? But being tough is not always the answer. You gotta be sensitive. You gotta understand that you got emotions. You gotta understand that God gave you a heart the same way He gave women. So you gotta understand that you're gonna go through things sometimes. You can't be scared to go through. You can't be scared to talk about your problems. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this podcast is to me. A place where I can talk and discuss what I got going on. Sometimes I talk because I don't really need nobody to talk to me back. I just got things on my mind that I need to talk about. I don't want to continue to be a soda bottle and get shook up all the time and then explode. That's not what I'm looking for. You feel what I'm saying? But in the meantime, between time, man, look, this your boy, Mr. Showout, man. Big Showout. Believe in God. Stay humble to working out the troubles. Only God is the medicine, yo. And I'm going to do what the devil won't do. I'm going to leave you alone. Until next time. Peace. We good. What's up, everybody, man? Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your boy, Mr. Showout, man, the host of Showout's Corner. This is the first episode of what I like to call Embrace the Enemy. In these episodes... Oh, let me get my mic. Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. So in these episodes, man, what I like to do is I always drop motivation. I always drop something to keep you going, to keep you pushing, to keep you motivated. So let me express and show and tell y'all, you know, how I got to the point the way I'm at. So this episode is based off February 1st, 2013. The time between 12 a.m. and 2 a.m. On this exact day, I think it was raining. Not even raining, it rained earlier. So around 2013 is when I first started to experience, you know, my first bit of what folks like to call baby mama drama, real life situations, whatever you may want to call it. Just know that life started to hit me hard. Let's see, I'm 38, so yeah, it was a long time ago. 37, it was a long time ago. But anyway, on this night, February 1st, 2013, yeah, I just lost my job. I just found out that, you know, somebody who I really thought was close to me, was like a real brother to me, best friend to me. I just found out that he was lying on me. Me and my family, we wasn't seeing eye to eye. You know, folks that I thought were my friends at the time, you know, came to find out that they were only my friends because of what they could benefit off me. And coming from where I'm from, my background, man, I was born into chaos. A lot of y'all don't know I'm an adopted child. So I'm a child of the system, a child of the foster care. So with that being that it may, you know, I was already counted out just from the jump. Okay, so, you know, you go through life, you try to give it your all, and then it seems like everything you touch, everything you do, it seems to fall short. And then every time you try to make one step forward, you get knocked 10 feet back, right? So being a gentle soul and being one that's always smiling, being one that's always a go-getter and always wanting to help, always wanting to be there for others. This time in February, life was really hitting rock bottom. I guess I was going on a year and a half of, fighting with the court systems about, trying to be in my son's life. On a search path of trying to figure out how to find my daughter, and that I was getting laughed at, like, oh, you're not doing enough. Yeah, if you wouldn't have did this would have happened. And it's like, whenever you're at the bottom and somebody is still, boom, taking the hammer like the whack-a-mole, and every time you try to get back up, bow, whack you back down, bow, whack you back down, bow, whack you back down, right? And so at this point, I had reached all my options. I had steered away from the church because I got tired of being judged. Church is supposed to be the place of where you go for protection, the place where you go for peace, place where you go, for love, comfort, and to be, cherished and to be motivated and to be poured into. It shouldn't be a place where you gotta, cover up one ear to stop hearing the gossip that you're hearing. Folks would tell people, Wendell doesn't, hold on, y'all, my bad, real quick, the light my light went out, hold on, y'all, one second, oh, shucks. And we back. Folks would tell people, oh yeah, Wendell's out here acting wild. Wendell's out here, he doesn't love his family. Wendell doesn't care. I'm like, how folks gonna make a judgment about Wendell when half of the people haven't even taken the time to sit down and talk to Wendell? See, back at this time in 2013, I was still in the military, but I was still going in and out of jail. In and out of jail because I didn't have a license. In and out of jail because I couldn't stop fighting. In and out of jail just for trying to make decisions that I thought would put me in a better place so that I could provide for my kids and I could see my children. And it's like I was making mistakes. And then you would get the looks from your own family like, ugh, like, who is this nigga? Like, and even till this day, I still feel like I haven't, received the proper love that I feel that I deserve. And I guess that's from me being adopted. Or I guess that's from me being, hard on myself. So February 1st, 2013, I was tired. At this time, folks didn't even know, man, I was popping pills, E-pills, I was popping perks, Seroquels, I had Xannies. You know what I mean? I wasn't a strung out addict, but, I was an alcoholic, so I'm staying out, I'm passing out drunk. Man, it's been so many nights where I'm so high, so drunk, I don't even remember how I got home. So this one particular night, I decided, like, I'm going to stop being a disappointment to my family. I'm going to stop being a disappointment to my children. I'm going to stop being a disappointment to everybody, because it seems like the only time that I'm not a disappointment to folks is when I can reach in my pocket and give, or when I can take them wherever they want to take me, or, as long as I was able to push other people to where they needed to be, that's all that I was good for. And that also bothered me all the way up until now, because that's where why folks don't support you when you giving it your all. I had money back then. I was good, I was making my money. I was doing what I had to do. I was part of the it crowd. At least I thought I was. Then you come to find out, those who were really, who they said were your friends, they really weren't your friends. I had people turn on me because I became homeless. I heard people turn on me because I lost the 2 cars that I had. A lot of people that's on my Facebook friends list, a lot of people that know me, they rode in my cars. They drove my cars while I was at work or while I was at home sleeping. Half of them people now don't even say hello, don't even speak to me, don't even look my way. So let's get to the night of February 1st. All night I had got my gun, I got me some pills, had rolled up, had got me some gin, and I took a walk right down there by the rocks. And I told myself, I said, and I told God this, I said, yo, look, all my life I've tried to be the best that I could be. Whether I made mistakes, whether I was on a good path, no matter what it was, I try to do everything with a pure heart. Now, God, I'm tired of failing. I'm tired of not receiving the love that I feel that was here for. I'm tired of giving more than I'm getting back. I know you say it's better to give than receive. I know you say you should treat people how you want to be treated, but if I'm treating these people how I want to be treated and I'm still getting slapped in the face, then what's the whole point? I found myself questioning, like, God, if you really real, you gonna let me make it through here. If you was really real, you wouldn't have had my mama and daddy give me up. If you was really real, you would have kept people around me to keep me motivated. Like, I shouldn't be the one motivating everybody that I get thrown into a lion's den, or you throw me in the well, or, you know, I gotta go through all this pain and suffering to receive one blessing. And I found myself being a hater. I found myself hating on those who I should have been, you know, cheering on, because now I was at a point where I shouldn't be this far behind when I've helped a lot of people get to where they are now. God told me, see, that's your problem. You want it now. It took me 7 days to make the world. You gotta have a little patience. I didn't have any. So I popped my last 3 pills. I drank the rest of that gin, and I loaded my gun. And as I was loading my gun, I was just telling God with each bullet, I said, God, this is for all the times I went to jail and I disappointed my mama. And this bullet is for all the times where my daddy should have been at my football games. I said, and this for all the times when my birth mama should have loved me, but she gave me away. And this was for all the time. This bullet right here is for my birth sister who feel like I'm the cause of her problems when I didn't even know her. And I said, God, this last bullet right here is for everybody who's supposed to have been in my life and turned their back on me. And I prayed one time and I said, God, listen, I ain't really good at this because I don't think you really hear my prayers as much. But if you do anything for me, find a way to bring me peace. And that's when I pulled the first trigger. It jammed, the bullet hit the ground. Bow. I pulled the second trigger. It jammed, the bullet hit the ground. I said, what the fuck, man? I'm trying to get this shit over with. So then, you know, that's 2 bullets on the ground. It's like, bah! The other one wasn't pulling. I said, well, dang, God, so I guess this ain't the right way. So I walked up to the bridge and I stood there and I contemplated on jumping and splatting my face on the daggone rocks. I said, they'll find me floating and then I'll get the joy I've been looking for. Then they'll give me my flowers that I feel I deserve. But see, God had a whole different plan for me that night. I remember it like it was yesterday, man. This homeless dude, yo. And I wish I could find out, and I wish I would have got his name. Homeless dude told me, hey, yo, what you doing? I told him, I said, man, it's it for me, yo. I can't do this anymore. He said, look at me. He said, I live out here on these streets. And if I can still walk around here and smile, young man, you can too. And I looked at him, I said, well, damn,
You right. You out here homeless, this is where you live at. He said, yeah, I live here. So if you jump or you kill yourself here, now you're interrupting my peace. I said, if I can find peace, he said, if I can find peace being homeless, you got to find peace in whatever that you're going through. So we sat there and we drank the rest of the gin together. And then I took a long walk. And I said to myself that night, I said, God, listen, suicide might be the wrong way and probably be my quickest way to hell. But I want to make it to heaven one day. So if you can find some way to turn my trials into a celebration, I promise you I'm going to keep on going and try to do the right thing. So from that day on, I pushed myself to be positive. I pushed myself to find the light into whatever's going on. Like I've been homeless multiple times recently. Nobody knew. I was homeless last year, man. I'm struggling to get my family into a home, but we're finally in a home. I lost 6 jobs last year. And I say all this to tell y'all this, man. Like, a lot of people laugh at me because I share my emotions online. A lot of people tell me, oh, you need to toughen up and this, that, and the third. See, I'm not worried about what the world thinks that a man should be. Like, as a man who's been through a lot, I'm in touch with my emotions, which means I love hard, which means I don't mind crying, which means I don't mind telling people that I ain't rich. I don't fit the social media trend. And I say this a lot, like, oh, you got to have a certain amount of money in this city for them to support your movement. Like, my movement is based on peace. My movement is based on being positive. My movement is based on being a motivator. Like, I don't do this to make money. Even though there's money that can be made, I could care less if I make money. I want to save lives. I want to let you guys know that men, woman, it's hard being a human, period. So stop trying to put a standard on how a man should live. Stop trying to put a standard on how anybody should live, because we don't write the story. We're just the characters in the book that the man upstairs wrote. I say this and I'm going to let y'all go. Suicide and mental health is real. Don't ever look past somebody who say they got thoughts about killing themselves. Stop looking past folks who say they're not right. Like, some of the happiest people are going through the toughest times. We are here, supposed to be here for one another. We're supposed to uplift one another, not put down somebody, man. Find some way in your world to change your outlook, to change how you think. Like, if you made it, cool, but stop looking down on others who's trying to get there. Like I hate people that say, oh, I got my CDL, and if you don't get your, man, I don't want my CDL. I don't want to be a nurse. Some people don't want to have their own business. But what I do want is happiness. What I do want is peace. What I do want is to see my kids outlive me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, staying humble or working out the troubles is more than an acronym. It's a way of life. It's a way to keep going. It's your boy, Mr. Showout, man. Listen, if you fall and it doesn't kill you, get back up, clean yourself off, and continue to push. God is not done with you, and he ain't done with me. This your boy, Big Showout, man. I appreciate y'all listening, man. One love. Have a blessed day. Peace.
Tink did not come to play with you hoes. I came to slay, bitch.